What up, what up, what up? Hey y'all. I know y'all didn't expect me to be going live. Just checking in real quick with you guys. So I'll wait for y'all to get in here before I talk. What is everybody up to? I know and nobody expected me to be on here. But I got some good news coming up for you guys. And I'm excited. And it's a life changer, game changer. So I need y'all to get on board. How have I been? I'm good, Ronnie. How are you? I am awesome sauce. I am in Indiana right now. And what's up, D-Right? How are you? It's late out here. It's like midnight. I just decided to go live like out the blue. I'm supposed to be asleep. What's up, Michael? I'm good. How are you? What's up, Philip? So, but you're about to start driving for Stevens. That's what's up. I heard Stevens was good. So, I found out that I will be going home to start the process to get into law enforcement. I realized I had a lot of time to think about what I want to do. And I've applied to a lot of places. And what's up, T? What's up, Tavares? And I think I am going to go into law enforcement. I don't want to do the FBI. I want to get my peace officer certification, so I think law enforcement would be the best for me. And the peace officer certification goes all across the board. So as far as like, law enforcement stuff, anything in Texas, you either have to have a peace officer certification or a telecommunicators license. So peace officer it is for me. I have positioned myself where I will be at home daily. I will be at home. I'm getting off the truck and getting a 9 to 5. I can't tell you where that's going to be at, but I can say it's going to be the first step towards my law enforcement career. I have to condition and get ready for the physical, what's it called? The physical, dang. YouTube just cut me out like that. But I have to get ready for the physical aptitude test, the PAT. So I will be going home and getting in the gym and conditioning for that, which I'm excited for. I have a mentor, which I'm excited for, that's in law enforcement. And I think as far as the FBI, I might still want to intern for the FBI, but I don't want to leave my kids again. And that's going to be a high travel job. You have to sign a mobility disclosure, which is our agreement, which is basically, I believe, agreeing that I will travel on a notice whenever and wherever they want me to go. I don't want to do that. And I also don't want to leave my kids for 17 weeks to go to Quantico. But I am willing to intern for the FBI, and once I graduate law school, probably be a federal attorney. But as far as a special agent, I don't want to go that route. I thought about Secret Service. That sounds interesting, but I'm not gonna go that route. I think the best bet for me, so I could be close to home, would be law enforcement. So that's the route I'm going. And as far as trucking is concerned, I will truck until I get my feet planted at home securely, if that makes sense. But trucking is going well. Reefer is a big transition. Going from Zonar to Qualcomm, it's a big transition. With reefer, I thought that I would get loaded like in the middle of the night, like 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, 2, 3, 4 in the morning. I haven't done that a lot lately. I'm getting loaded and unloaded during the day, which is a transition for me, and they're live loads, so I can't just arrive early to my stops. I have to actually make the appointment. Like, for example, I'm 3 hours away from my appointment, and it's not due until Monday at 7 a.m. So I'm stuck. I think what I will do, though, is exercise. Start conditioning and exercise and get that routine down, kind of like training myself to start the process and the lifestyle change that I'm going to have to make once I start really truly conditioning for law enforcement. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, my reefer is so loud. The reefer that I have, it's an older trailer. It's loud, and not like motor loud. It's like loud, like the bass from the motor is so loud. It gives me a headache. It's like this wavelength that it just goes straight through my brain. I don't know, but it's like an old man moaning. I can't deal. I've had this reefer for 4 days, but I've been picking up a lot of chicken loads. Stinks like nothing else's business at these like farms and stuff like that. Thank you, House of Love Trucking. Thank you. It stinks like nobody else's business. Oh my gosh, like chicken and poultry. Ugh, it stinks. It stinks. And they have these trailers that have all the chicken parts that they don't use, like that you don't use in the trailer, so somebody can come haul them out and put them wherever. I don't know where they go, but it's like chicken parts, like the shit that you can't. And it's hot. Oh my god, it's the worst. It's the worst. It's the worst. I really can't, like, I don't have a weak stomach, but if a dead body smells anything like that or worse, it makes me want to gag, because it's just like all in the air, like you can't catch a break. Like, it's too much. It's just too hot, rotting chicken. It's disgusting. I've been picking up a lot of those loads. But other than that, I'm adjusting. It's a process dealing with the OmniTrack, Qualcomm, and every time I move the truck, it goes into drive, and I'm so over it. I'm so over trucking. I wasn't supposed to be doing it this long, but luckily I got placed in around some good people that's going to help me transition from trucking into law enforcement, and I'm excited about that, because I'm excited to get back to my roots. So yeah, so that's one thing I wanted to talk to y'all about. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about is my apparel line. I found a graphic designer that is going to get all of my graphics together for me. I'm in Indianapolis, Indiana, Philip. But I found somebody to get all that together for me, so that should be done by like tomorrow. And then I wanted to address something. This guy or girl, whoever, on my Instagram page is a straight bully. Been bullying me because I've been posting pictures of Nipsey Hussle. And he says I'm a clout chaser, and I never cared about Nipsey until he died. Little do you know, I'm from LA, and his family and my family intermingled. I haven't really met him in person, but I met his folks. I've been around Crenshaw, Slauson. I have family that lives right up the street from the Marathon store. If you guys look far back on my Instagram page, you will see pictures of Nipsey. Like, I've always represented Nipsey Hussle since bullets don't have no name, like that far back. So when he died, nobody really knew what his true followers knew. Nobody really knew that. All the good stuff that he did for the community came out when he passed. But in the community, everybody knew about Nipsey. And when he passed away, I took a second listen to his album, The Marathon, Victory Lap, and it got me to thinking, like, all the stuff that I've been doing and thinking about doing, I'm saying I'm going to do, I haven't done. I just talk about it. I'm not about being about it. And I decided to start my apparel line. Now, I've already dipped and dabbed in it. If you go to melaninapparel.com, that's my friend's clothing line. We started that clothing. Well, she started it. I helped her with it. I helped her with some of the graphics. I helped her with some of the marketing. There's a shirt on there called Redbone. You've seen me wear it before. That was my design, and I've always wanted to do it, but I was always scared to start my own apparel line. I've always wanted to work under somebody, and when Nipsey died, I'm like, why work under somebody? Do it yourself. And I'm like, how can I be a light for people, like how he was a light for people? How can I help the community like he helped the community? How can I keep his marathon going? So I decided to create, I think I told you guys this before, I decided to create a page on my apparel line that has something to do with in memoriam to Nipsey. And I wasn't sure what I wanted to do yet. All I knew is the vision that I had, as far as like graphics and stuff like that on the apparel. So I would post pictures of shirts, of concepts that I had, and I want to get the vibe from my followers. Is it hot? Is it not? What do they think about it? Nothing is for sale yet. It's just, when you see pictures of my shirts, they're just concepts. I say coming soon because they're concepts. And I posted something about with Nipsey and his image or whatever, and he called me clout chasing. Clout chasing. I'm doing it for clout. I'm doing it for money. I'm not. When they say the marathon continues, they're saying whatever their meaning of the marathon continues is. For me, the marathon continues is continue to support black businesses, continue to give back to the community, continue to promote good in the community and give back to the community, and try to reduce gang violence and gun violence, right? And I'm like, how can I do that for my community? How can I do that for my roots in LA? What can I do to give back? And I figured there's these kids that Nipsey was helping, and they, like, you know, he'll buy them school supplies and school clothes and, you know, the basketball court at Hyde Park. I went to Hyde Park, and I don't talk about a lot about my past because I'm gonna write a book. So, but he has Destination Crenshaw, Too Big to Fail. These are programs, organizations that he created to help these children. I'm like, what can I do? I want to help. So I figured I'm blessed to be creative, right? I'm creative. I know how to create t-shirts and graphics and stuff like that. And I know that these children love Nipsey, and he loved them. So if I can create apparel with his image on it that I can sell, the proceeds will go to Destination Crenshaw, Too Big to Fail, to the community in LA, to Hyde Park Elementary School because his children are straight, his family is straight, his estate is straight. But those children, even though he probably got people still on it, making sure that they're still giving to that community and helping that community, I believe if you want to continue his legacy and continue his marathon, then you're going to give back to your community. You're going to help those children in need. Nipsey said something about growing up, he wasn't looking for somebody to give him a handout. He was looking for somebody that cared. And I remember growing up, that's why I was into so much stuff, because nobody cared. And I wasn't looking for anybody to care. I was just looking to do whatever I wanted to do. But I needed somebody there to care. And caring could be anything, just a helping hand, a lending shoulder, homework help, just somebody who cared about your well-being and that you exist. And too many children get overlooked. So I figured I can sell these shirts and the proceeds will go to those children who are being overlooked. Not for me. I have a whole entire apparel line. I don't need Nipsey Hussle to build my success. I'm successful on my own. So that's the movement. It's going to be called Continuing the Marathon, the movement. And I want to make this a movement. I want it to go viral. I want people to show the world how they are continuing the marathon in their own way. Not in Nipsey's way, but in their own way. How are you making the world a better place by continuing the marathon? And I'm starting with the children. My children and children in the community that are struggling. When I was younger, I worked for the YMCA. I was a camp counselor. And we used to go into the community and help with homework, do activities, feed them sometimes. The only meal that they had was in school and then at the YMCA. Well, the YMCA came to them, to the community. But sometimes the only food that they had was the food that we provided them. Hey, Jim. Hey, Trucker. So it's always been in my heart to do it. It's just, I've been so caught up in me and what I needed that I didn't. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's what I'm going through because I'm being selfish and just thinking about myself. I need to think about others that are struggling. I'm blessed. And I keep feeling like I'm struggling, but I'm blessed. And it's time for me to bless other people. So it's not chasing clout, but it is what it is. If that's what you think it is, you'll see in due time. But that kind of bothered me because nobody knows my story other than what I tell you. And I tell you guys a lot about myself. I mean, here I am on YouTube Live telling you my life every other day or every week or every month or whatever the case may be. I tell you a lot. But there's a whole host of stuff that I don't say to nobody. What's up, Teaspoon? So, you don't know a lot about my life. You just know what I tell you. And if I'm not on here every single day telling you daily things of what I've done today, what I was thinking about, what I plan on doing throughout the day and throughout the week, and what my goals are, if we're not having a regular conversation every single day, you're just getting bits and pieces of what I tell you. So how dare you try to make an assumption of what my life is or what I am and not doing. So I address haters because I can't help it. Frankly, I just can't help it. But I need to learn how to be quiet and just work and stop talking about it, being about it. He said something about I want to be a police officer, a lawyer, FBI, something, and I need to just start doing it. Do you know it takes a process? You don't just wake up one morning, apply for the FBI and say, hey, I'm in it. The whole fucking process to even join the FBI is like probably 2 years. The police department is probably a year. Like, it's going from being on the truck for a year, driving and eating and driving and eating. It's going to take me personal things that I need to get together even to get into to even be qualified for law enforcement. Go to my Instagram page, Teaspoon, and look at the picture that I did with Nipsey Hussle. A shirt with Nipsey Hussle. That's where all this started from. I did hear about what happened in El Paso gym, but I didn't read into it. I just read the title of the notification that I got. But I mean, I'm ambitious, right? And I strive for everything. I want to do every fucking thing. And I do. I do everything that I put my mind to. I do it. So, yes, don't knock me for being ambitious and wanting to go to the FBI and wanting to go to the police department and wanting to be an attorney. I can do all of that shit. I'm fucking young. I'm 35 years old. I can do all of it. If you think about some of the attorneys, there's attorneys that turned law enforcement, and there's law enforcement that turned attorneys. There's law enforcement officers that are also attorneys at the same time, practicing attorneys. There's people who worked for FBI that used to be law enforcement that, listen, I can do all of it. And I want to do all of it. My friend, his name is Farrar Gray. Google him. He's my best friend. He's a millionaire. And he has an honorary doctorate in entrepreneurship. And one thing he taught me was to have your hand in everything. Don't be complacent. Don't get complacent. Put your hand in everything. That's how you become successful. You don't want to just stick to one thing. You want to try multiple things, because if one thing doesn't work, you keep going to the next. And what can it hurt? I can always go to law school, right? Colleges are always going to be there. They're always going to need lawyers. There's fucking old ass lawyers out there. I can't always go to the FBI. I can't always go to the police department. There's an age limit. So why not do that now and then go to law school later, which is what I planned on doing. My head is always up, Philip. Thank you, though. I appreciate it. All the kind words and blessings. Y'all are awesome. Y'all rock. Y'all been rocking with me from day one. This person I thought was rocking with me too. But every time I post something about Nipsey, he goes in on me like, you don't fucking know me. Y'all think y'all know me because I have a YouTube page. You think I'm sensitive? He said I'm sensitive. No, you're not gonna slander my name. But I want to do a lot of stuff, and I'm going to shoot for the fucking stars, and whichever one I catch is the one I'm going for. So there's going to be an FBI star, a police officer star, a correctional officer star, an army star, a lawyer star, a trucking star, a mommy star. Shit, what else? I thought about being a train conductor star, fucking a restaurateur star. I want to open a restaurant. I want to write a book. There's going to be a star for that. I'm shooting for all them shits, and I'm catching them all. And guess what? Watch the glow up. Watch how I fucking glow the fuck up. Y'all gonna watch this video. Y'all gonna see me one day and be like, remember DollFace? When you was on YouTube struggling, driving trucks in your truck talking about what you're gonna do years from now? Thank you, Rodney. A lawyer for truckers? Nah. You know, I want to do criminal law. And recently I've been watching this show called, what is it called? Secrets, Lies, and Videotape, I think. And you know how I said I wanted to exonerate innocent men that's been locked up? I don't think I want to do that anymore. I might use that to help me build my clientele base, but I want to work with children. Not work with children, but I want to really go after sex predators, the people who kidnap and rape children. I want to put them under the fucking jail, and I want to help children. What y'all don't know is a while back when I was living in Vegas, like 2012, I was a CASA volunteer. What up, Paul? CASA volunteer is a court-appointed special advocate. They're like lawyers for the children that get placed in the system because of child abuse and, child neglect. They're in foster care. The moms and dads have attorneys. The children have nobody. Until now, they have a CASA. If you drive along the interstate, you'll see billboards. For each city has one, a CASA volunteer. And that's my passion, right? One of my passions. Child trafficking, human trafficking. I was human trafficked. Yeah, I don't know that about me. I'm a victim of human trafficking. On the most personal level, like within my family. That's also going to be in my book that I write. I'm only writing this book if I get accepted to an Ivy League law school. If I don't get accepted, I'm not writing a book. But I'm passionate about criminal law, and that's the umbrella, right? And underneath that you have exonerating innocent men, you have child predators, you have murderers, you have robbers, and all kind of stuff. I want to focus on children, being that I have children, being that I want more children. I want to focus on them. They don't have a voice. They're innocent. And when I see these cases and I look at these shows, I think about that could have been my child. Like this lady, the show that I was talking to you guys about, she was at Dollar General going shopping with her 3 kids, trying to buy a dress for her daughter because her daughter was going to catch a plane the next morning to California to see her dad. This man was watching her, offered to buy them the dress, so he took them to Walmart to go shopping and offered to get them food at McDonald's. He went up to McDonald's with the 8-year-old girl. The mom and the other 2 babies stayed in the kids section of the clothes. And he walked out the store with her. And less than 12 hours later, that little girl was dead in the water, in the pond. He raped her. He was a habitual sex offender. Just got out of jail, prison, after serving 20 years for raping a child. And 3 weeks later, when he got released, he killed another one. These type of guys I want to put in jail. These are the type of guys I want them to rot. And yeah, I'm passionate about exonerating, but I'm way more passionate about children. You guys know that already. So the FBI handles that type of stuff, right? Law enforcement deals with it. It's all throughout the criminal justice system. So I feel like that's a good fit for me, being that I have children. I work for the YMCA. I've been a camp counselor. I've been a CASA volunteer. I've worked to Help of Southern Nevada for the youth service, the Shannon West Youth Ministry or something. I forget what it's called. That's bad. But I worked for them. And I think about it, like when you're driving, you have a lot of time to think. And I just think about all the stuff that I've done within my academic career and my career. And a lot of it has to do with children. It has to do with the protection of children. If I can't have any more kids, if I'm not in a position right now to have another child, I can help save them. I can help keep them safe. I remember one day I came home from CASA training, and this dude downstairs under me, I was in an apartment, he was living under me. I hear this kid, I was trying to take a nap. I hear this kid screaming, blood-curdling scream up the top of their lungs, and I was like, this is not it. This is not, I thought something was happening to the child. And I'm thinking, all of the training that I've been going through, all of the phone calls, the 911 calls that I've heard, you're trained to respond a certain way. And I'm still in training. I'm not thinking that in real life I might encounter something like this to where I have to actually report something like that. And I'm hearing the screaming. I'm like, no, I'm dreaming, right? And I hear it again. I'm like, I jump up. I'm like, just sitting there listening. And I hear it again. I run out the door. I go downstairs. I stand by their door and I hear it again. I'm on the phone to police by this time. I'm like, look, I'm not sure, but you know, by law it says even if you suspect anything happening to a child, you have to report it by law. You're mandated by law to report. You may not know if it's happening, but if you suspect it, you have to report it. And I reported it. I had to go to work that night. I'll never forget when I came home from work. They had crime scene investigation at that apartment. I got subpoenaed later on to go to court. He pleaded out, so I didn't have to go. He was abusing that child, and I may have saved that child's life, but I wanted to do more than that. I wanted to be the attorney, like, prosecuting him. I know nothing about the law. At this point, I was still in college, but I just think about all the stuff that I've done throughout my life, and it always has centered around children. So I think that's my calling. I think I found my calling, right? I think it's to protect children. Hence why I need to hurry up and get off this truck and go home to mine and be at home with my babies and protecting them at home, where they have their mother at home. My kids always call me or have their friends call me if they need something, right? And my daughter has a friend who she wants to move to Houston with us because she's going through some stuff where she's living at. There's been times when my kids' friends would come to the house hungry, and I always was living on food stamps. Like, that's something I've always done, but I was always couponing too. So I would have stockpiles of food, and my kids' friends would come to the house, and I'll go through my cabinets and refrigerators and give them grocery bags full of food. I'm always giving out food. I feel like that might be my calling. I have a weakness for children, as should everybody. A good weakness to save them, to protect them, to make sure they're, you know, they grow up to be the best they can be. That's what I want to do. That's what I really want to do. I don't know what got into me. I'm like emotional tonight. But what's up, Harold? I just remember when I was a kid, I didn't have any guidance. I didn't have any leadership. I didn't think I can go to college. So that's probably why I'm so ambitious, because I grew up not knowing that I can go to college. I thought you had to be super duper smart to go to college and rich to go to college. I didn't know that. What's up, Kenneth? I didn't know that you can, you know, just go to high school, get good grades, take the SATs, or go to community college if you don't take the SATs, and transfer to college or university. So when I found out I could go to college, I remember my mom always saying, you could do anything you want to do, just put your mind to it. I know your parents told you that too. You can do anything you want to do, just put your mind to it and stay dedicated and just do it and don't give up. And I'm like, I can do it. I can do it. I can go to college. I made it, right? And I'm like, if I can go to college and I get a degree, I can learn anything I want. I want to learn everything and do everything. And that's why I'm so passionate about the stuff that I believe in, because why not? If I'm still breathing and have breath in my lungs, air in my lungs, I want to go. I want to do it. But yeah, sitting here driving makes you think about a lot. And I just want to know what my calling is. Why am I here on this earth? Why did God put me here? He put me here, I believe, to help children. I love children. Oh, I love children so much. I love their little laugh. I love seeing them happy. I love watching kids eat and stuffing their face and getting full and fat. I love when they're nourished and happy. There's no person in the world that I believe that can look at a laughing child and be mad. You can't be mad at a kid that's laughing and happy. It just makes you feel good on the inside, right? I love that. I believe our children should be protected. Another reason why, this is a weird reason, but another reason why I feel this way is The Handmaid's Tale on Netflix, on Hulu. Man, what up, Brandon? Are you staying for now, Brandon? Because every time you check in and then you leave. You gonna stay on here for at least the next 10 minutes? I've been needing y'all, Tavares and Brandon. I had to make it somebody else a moderator because I've been having trolls and nobody been here to moderate. Maybe because I don't get on here enough. I don't know, but what up, Al? What up, Al? But yeah, I think that's my calling. My calling is to protect our children. So hate on that, Mr. the person who's on my Instagram page. Hate shit. That's what's up, Brandon. Thank you. It's late though. I don't think there's gonna be too many people on here. Usually the trolls come if I get on like early in the day. I was getting ready to go to bed and I'm like, I haven't made a video in a minute. So I decided to make a video. But I need y'all support, right? I need you guys to support that cause, continuing the marathon. I need you guys to, it's really close to dropping. I know it's late, but those proceeds are going to go to those children. And this is going to help me establish other things for the community and for children. This will give me that revenue that I need to possibly open up a nonprofit. Or I don't think I need revenue. I don't know anything about opening a nonprofit, but this is just a stepping stone to something greater. So I'm gonna need y'all support. I got a lot of emails. What did it entail? I think I got it. I did. Remind me. I got a lot of emails. So this is my routine, right? I wake up. I go to the bathroom. I do what I do at the bathroom. Come back. I do my pre-trip. No, I wake up. Do what I do in the bathroom. Well, no. I wake up. Check my phone. Sometimes I scan through emails, scan through Facebook, Instagram, go to the bathroom, do my little hygiene stuff, come back, do my pre-trip, drive. On my break, I eat, probably take a nap. When I'm done driving for the day, I watch TV or get on Instagram, Facebook, email. I don't do email when I'm done driving because usually emails require me to act on something. And when I'm on the road, I don't think y'all can get me to do anything, too much of anything. My kids are mad at me. Like, we gotta do this. You're supposed to do this. I'm like, I forgot, because driving takes a lot out of me. But I get so many emails from people, and they don't really be saying nothing. So if it's something important that you want me to grab my attention, put like important in the heading, in the title, so I know that you really need me to read that email. But big boy, remind me, give me something that will remind me about that email. Congratulations, but start saving your money while driving trucks, because when you first come into law enforcement, your wages are real low until you get some time in, but follow your dreams. Why will my wages be low? So what they're posting on there, that, what is it, the agency that I'm looking into, it is $42,000 a year, and then I get something extra because I have a degree, a bachelor's degree. I think if you have like a bachelor's degree, if you've been in the military, if you have prior law enforcement, you get a certain extra amount per year. That's around that's a little teeny bit more than I'm making now in trucking, right? Why is it so low? Can you help me understand? I mean, you're working. Are you salaried? You're working hours. Do you get overtime, or are you on salary? Well, I think I'll ask my mentor all this too. We just had like phone and email conversations. I haven't had a chance to really meet them in person or him in person because being on the road or whatever. So I should be home. I heard about the incident in El Paso. I didn't read into it. I just heard about the what is it called? The title of the notification. But hopefully I will be home for good in Houston and not on the road anymore right before school starts. If not, it'll be the week after. And the only reason why I'm not sure is because I have to drop my truck off in Dallas, and I live in Houston, so how am I going to get home? Now, if I get through Houston before I drop my truck off, your pick? Okay, that's not helping me because I get about 5 emails a day with people's pics. I'm sorry. Were you introducing yourself? Oh, you're a trucker. Yeah, I got it. I got your email. I remember. Yes, I remember. But yeah, if I get to Houston, not bad looking either. Handsome guy. If I get to Houston before I go to Dallas, then I can take my stuff off the truck. But I got my big old TV, right? The thought was, well, if I just go to Dallas, I'll just catch the Greyhound back. But I don't want to catch the Greyhound back with a 32-inch TV. So, and a sound bar. And my microwave. And my CB radio and all the shit that I have on the truck. So, that's the reason why I might have to be a week later. So I can go home, take the stuff off the truck, and then go back out, drive for a week, and then turn my truck in, and then catch the Greyhound back. Unless somebody will give me a ride. And I doubt that's going to happen. So, yeah, hopefully by the 10th, I should be off the truck. Or the 17th. 16th, 17th, wait, let's see. The 16th, I think. 17th, yeah. It either be the 10th or 17th. So that's the goal. I'm excited. Y'all, I weighed myself when I was at home. I'm not going to say how much I weigh. But trucking is bad for me. Being around all this food and eating and driving and sleeping and not exercising, I cannot. I am trucker. G Black 85. I gained, since I've been on the truck, 25 pounds. I heard hold on. You're right. I gained 25 pounds since being on the truck. Remember I was telling you I wanted to lose 30 pounds. So that means I have to lose 55 pounds now. I gained 25 pounds in 3 weeks. Because when I took my physical for this job, I was not what I weigh now. Somebody's scale was wrong. It's either my scale or their scale, or it's both correct, and I could not have gained 25 pounds in 3 weeks. That's not possible. Is it possible to do that? Maybe so, because I was like on and off the keto diet, and that's probably what's fucking on my body. Look at my face, it's fat. But D-Right, I heard there's a lot of police officers that quit to go into trucking. I'm not doing it for the money, right? I'm doing it because why you say 205 pounds? Well, I don't want to be a police officer. I want to help catch those damn sexual predators. I know that's not all I'm going to be catching, but I want to learn that side of the law. Because you have, arrest, and then you have that whole process, and you have the court process, and depending on the crime and the charge and the sentence, you have the appeal process, you have the sentencing phase and the penalty phase and the sentencing phase, the appeals process, stuff like that. So I want to learn all aspects of the law. Like, how can I be an effective attorney, a great attorney, without knowing everything that I need to know about the law? I need to know from point A to Z and everything in between. From the crime, I was involved in the crime, being involved in law enforcement, catching the criminals, that whole process, how the streets work, how all of that works, what they are capable of, what they're not capable of, being instrumental in getting crime off the streets, getting drugs off the streets, getting guns off the streets, and then that whole process. How does that help the attorneys, the investigators? How does that help the attorneys? Gathering evidence, how does that help the attorneys? So then when I become an attorney, I know what my officers are out there doing. I know what it takes to get from that point to that point. And from the legal courtroom phase to corrections, right? What if I decide to do that? I don't know. I'm still torn between corrections and law enforcement. I want to be out on the street. I don't think I want to be necessarily in housing with a whole bunch of inmates. I'm not sure if I want to do that. Don't know if I want to do that, but I still have time to think about all of that. I don't necessarily know if I want to be in jail willingly, right? Shit. I've been in jail unwilling before. Don't want to be there willingly. No. I still have, I can't even be kinky with like handcuffs, right? You try to put handcuffs on me, I'm gonna have flashbacks. Like I can't, but it's weird, ironic that I've always, even when I was committing crimes back in the day, I always said that I wanted to be on the other side of the law. Like, I'm not this person that's out here supposed to be committing crime. I'm supposed to be arresting the people that's committing crimes. I'm supposed to be locking them up and putting them in jail, or keeping them in jail, or prosecuting them. When I first started wanting to get into law, I wanted to be a prosecutor. It wasn't until I actually was really close to graduating college when I decided to be a defense attorney. I was in the mock trial team. My first year in mock trial, I wanted to be a prosecutor. By my last year in mock trial, I wanted to be a defense attorney. So, but then the sexual predators and child predators, I would definitely fucking prosecute the shit out of them. Special victims unit, sexual assault unit, whatever the case, I might want to do that. I don't know. Like I said, I still have time. I just know law enforcement and law. That's my thing. And that's what I want to do. Like, there's no getting around it. I might even find a nice little spouse or something. I don't know. No. I don't think I want to marry in law enforcement, though. I don't want my partner to be a cop. We can't both be cops. That can't happen. I don't know, but I believe my calling is to help the children. That's what I'm really getting at. And yeah, that's why I have to wait. I have to wait before I can get into law enforcement, because I gotta lose all this damn weight that I gained being on the truck. Man, shit. feel like an Oompa Loompa. I wanted to be. Oh, I forgot to tell y'all. Dispatch hit me up. They emailed me. I gotta submit all my paperwork. A lot of fucking paperwork. I feel like they're asking more questions than the FBI up in this bitch. Like, a lot of paperwork. I have until August 21st to submit the paperwork. It's gonna be tight because I had to get my college transcript and I have a hold on my account. Fucking parking tickets from UNLV, student parking. I have a fucking ticket I didn't pay. I forgot all about it. I have to pay that ticket before I can get my transcript and have to send it to me in the US mail. So I have to do all of that and give it enough time for, travel through the mail. I don't know if we can order like overnight express. I don't know, but they hit me up. That's my foot in the door, right? Dispatch. That'd be awesome. I'm excited. I was super excited when I got that email. Man. Only thing I'm worried about though is credit check. If they go by my credit, I might not make it. I might have to wait a minute till I get that situated. My previous marriage, that shit went down the drain, so. But yeah. A police dispatcher. I think I can do it. I have like experience on the phone and stuff. I wanted to do a ride along, but I was told by my mentor that ride alongs, they don't take you on, the really dangerous critical calls. You get the stupid shit like traffic tickets and minor stuff. I don't want to do the minor stuff. I want to see some shit, right? But the EMS, they do ride alongs. They said you go on all the calls, like anywhere from somebody is having a baby to somebody overdosed on drugs and is actually dead, to gunshots, to somebody choked on some water, like all of it. So that might be interesting to go on a ride along with EMS. I don't want to go on a ride along with the cops. Well, maybe I should though, to get an idea, understanding. Plus, I can't really like join the police department right away now because I don't know nothing about Houston. I don't know the streets, where anything is at, what neighborhoods or what. I know nothing. All right, big boy. Thank you. We'll see. We'll see about getting to know each other. I have a million stories about. Ever need advice, let me know. I'll message you. Okay, go ahead and do that, Father Trucker. I got a lot of questions. But, I don't know anything about Texas law and statutes. I want to learn and get familiar with that. I know a lot of stuff about Nevada law and statutes, California law and statutes, a little bit, but nothing about Texas. And Texas is strict. I want to have I don't like going into things, blind. I want to kind of have like a leg up on the others. I want to be prepared. Anything that I get myself into, I try to prepare by learning as much as I can about it before I get into it. It's just not like me to just jump into it without knowing anything about it. So I want to, read up on Texas laws and statutes, and I want to learn the environment, the neighborhoods, the streets, the cities, the highways. What I look like trying to rush to a call, and I'm paying attention to the GPS and miss a turn. No, none of that. So I have a lot of preparation to do before getting into law enforcement. Train hard before going to the academy. They will have you jumping over 15-foot wall or carrying to the bathroom on your back. See? Yeah. And that's another thing. I need to train and condition myself to get physically fit for it. Which I'm not, a virgin to, because I used to be in track and field and ROTC and all that, but cheerleading. I did track and field, cheerleading, ROTC. But that was like very long time ago. So I have a lot of preparation before I just jump into it. And November is too soon for me to just jump into it unless I am totally not driving, I'm not working, and I just get down and dirty and into business. I can't do that right now. I don't have the time to just stop my life and go full on pre-police academy training. That's not gonna work. It's gonna take time. Everything takes time. It's not something you just rush into. And the first things first is getting off the truck. And I'm not going to rush into that either. When I get off the truck, I want to make sure my transition is smooth, and I'm not getting off the truck and putting myself in a hardship. Because I'm a single mom. And that's just what it is. But I'm excited because the journey is going to be awesome. Like last time I was talking to you guys, I was telling you how I want to make videos of exercising and stuff like that. Before I even do that, I need to get my appetite together. I need to get my food and how I eat and all that stuff together, right? I love food. I'm drinking sweet tea. I'm not supposed to be drinking it. I'm supposed to be drinking water. Like, I need to get it together before I really... So, I feel like getting off the truck will help me with that. I don't have a refrigerator on here. I got you, Father Trucker. I need to get off the truck so I can, buy the foods. I want to do HelloFresh or, what is it called? Something Chef. Where that you order the fresh food. Well, they have that concept, but for keto. I found out. I can order fresh keto foods, fresh, to my house and all that. This looks like my face is red or pink or something. But I don't have a refrigerator on the truck, so the foods that I would have on a daily basis, I can't. I would love to do canine. That would be awesome. But I'm afraid if I do canine, I will get stuck in law enforcement and never leave. So you won't go blinded. Right. I think if I was a canine handler, I won't stop. I will totally just stay in law enforcement, period. I won't even try to do law. I don't know. Might happen. Anything is possible. But like I said, I gotta get, it's process, steps to this, it's levels to this, right? So I gotta get first I gotta change my eating habits, and then in order to do that, I need to have the right tools that I need. Refrigerator, do I have one on the truck? My refrigerator broke, and I'm not buying another one because I'm getting off the truck. So when I get home, I have all the stuff that I need, all the tools that I need to eat right, exercise, work out, condition, stuff like that. Get that down packed, start studying, working. Hopefully my mentor helped me and you guys can help me too. And we'll go from there. Y'all, I gotta sit here until Monday morning, literally. This would be a good time to just sleep because I'm about to run hard as shit next week before I go home. My last week driving for this company probably, and once I'm done driving for this company, I'll tell you who I'm driving. Who I was driving for. But if I do drive for another company before all of this is said and done, I'm not gonna tell you that either. But I'm about to run hard. But it's hard to run hard when you have appointments that you have to be there at the appointment time. How do you run hard? I gotta be there at 7. I will be there in 3 hours. I gotta be there at 7 o'clock Monday morning. I wonder if I can T-call the load so I can get on another one. Like, look, I'm early. Give me another load. I'm at the terminal. There should be a load on the terminal. Somebody can pick this load up. I'm gonna call tomorrow morning and ask if I can T-call this load so I can get another load. Because this is, y'all, I can't sit. I need to drive. I don't like sitting. But it's been an hour. I've been on here an hour. I'm going to go get some rest, and just want to touch base with y'all and let y'all know how everything is going, where my thoughts are, my wants and dreams and events, and talk to y'all like y'all are family. It sounds like law enforcement is your passion, don't it? If I tell you it's not for you. You'll be up for another hour. I'm not about to talk to anybody tonight. When I get off here, I'm probably just gonna lay down, finish watching TV until I fall asleep. Yo, Narcoland, 60 days in Narcoland, bomb. I want to go on 60 days in. I totally want to go on 60 days in. Not the 60 days in part, but the Narcoland part, when they're out in the streets they're on the I-65 corridor. I just came off the I-65. I'm going back on it tomorrow. Like, it's so fucking awesome. That show is awesome. I can't believe I want to be a cop. I won't be able to wear my lashes. I can wear my weave. Just can't touch the shoulder or the collar or my ears. My forehead is too big to have like a big old ponytail. I got like a 5 head. So I can't. I have to figure something out. You did stay. Thank you, Brandon. You know I support you in whatever you do. Thank you, Brandon. You do support me. I appreciate it. I always watch Live PD and Cops. I've been watching Cops since like fucking day one. And I'm thinking like, I never thought that could be me. But recently it's just been like, I think ever since college, it's just really been, I don't know, man. I love the courtroom. I think it's out of sight, out of mind. I think that's what's happening. I've been on a truck for so long, I lost sight of what I really love. I don't know if it's the courtroom or law enforcement. I really don't. I'm confused. I need to get off the truck and get back into my element. My hiatus is over with. So we'll see what happens. Is it gonna be law enforcement or court? What do y'all think? Tell me what y'all think. From what you guys know about me so far, do you think I'm gonna go into law, be an attorney, or law enforcement, or both? What should I do? I think I could do both. Why can't I, right? I could be a part-time attorney, full-time law attorney. It's easier physically. It's hard as shit mentally. I think I'm just scared that I may not be able to do neither. Sometimes I doubt myself, like, what if I'm not smart enough, or what if I'm not strong enough, or what if I'm not skilled enough, or physical enough, but I won't know until I try, right? Yeah, I would when I work the week. Yeah. That's why I'm confused between corrections and law enforcement, because being out in the community or being in the jail or prison, they make more money than police officers, though. What if I'm just not able to do it? But if I think like that, then I gotta think, why am I thinking that way? And if I'm not good at that, then what am I good at? I'm good at the law. I can fucking argue. I know the rules of evidence. I know how to cross-examine, direct examine, rebuttal, opening, closing statements. I know voir dire. I don't even know how to say that word, but jury selection. Like, I'm good with all that, you know. Bear is at home. I took him off the truck because he sheds too much, and when I started getting hair in my refrigerator, it's too much. No, he was shedding way too much. So he got off the, plus he needs to be at home with my daughter. But if I'm not good at law enforcement or whatever, what would I be good at? But I know I'm good at the law. I can do that. I love it. It's so awesome. It's like sitting at the table, right? Whether you're prosecution or defense, and you're sitting there, and you're listening, and you're waiting for it to say objection. Objection. You're just waiting for them to say some shit. Go ahead and say it so I can object. I dare you to say it so I can object. And you object, and you state your statement, and you state your rule of evidence, and you state your case. And if you're a good attorney, you're objecting to everything, right? So they can't get anything in. So then there's no evidence. Or if you're a good attorney and they're getting things in, you're good to where you can discredit what they said, what they say, poking holes in their story. That's fun to me. It's fun to be a badass in court. Like, I think I'm good at like listening to the initial story and recognizing those nonverbal cues that you get, the vibes that you get, and articulating those in a report, or articulating it to a way, like not articulating it, but I get these cues, and I could translate that into evidence. For example, this show I was watching, this killer was walking through a church, slashing windows and breaking windows and stuff like that, and then he killed this woman. They don't know if it's a man or a woman because he had a fake SWAT suit on. But initially, when I first saw that video, the first thing that popped in my head is it's an old man. The way he's moving, the way he moves his hands, his arms, his body, his knees, his feet, his legs. It's a man. And it's an older man. Can't see nothing. You don't see the face, arms, nothing. Head to toe covered up. And they don't know if it's a man or not, an older man or not, but they still haven't found the killer. But just things that just pop up, the first thing that you see, your first impression, your gut feeling, your gut instinct, that first thing, I know how to articulate that. Like, I'll watch something, if it's something that I have to watch or read, I have a notepad, and I just jot down the first thoughts that come to my head, or I type it. And that usually what helps you win your case or solve your case. So I'm passionate about that. Did somebody just take away their like? Never had that happen before. Damn. I'm doing great with my new job. It's confusing. So it's getting something to get used to, doing reefer and having to be on a schedule because I have to make certain appointments. But other than that, I mean, my new job is cool, but my newer job is even cooler. Once I get it, I'm transitioning right now. But yeah, when I first started doing law stuff, like mock trial and all that, I felt the same way that I felt about law enforcement. What if I can't do it? What if I don't know how to do it? Got the like back, thank you. But I learned how to do it. I learned everything I needed to learn, and now I know it. So maybe it's just the fear of the unknown is what I'm afraid of, why I'm doubting myself. Never doubt yourself. I need to take my own advice. But yeah, I'm gonna go. It's cold in here. And I'm getting used to this APUs. Crazy. It used to be really hot in this truck. I used to have to lay on the floor because it was super hot. And they thought I was crazy. They're like, there's nothing wrong with your APU. I'm like, there's something wrong with either the APU or the vents. There's something wrong. And they wouldn't listen. So I told the shop, I'm like, listen, I need them, like, there's a pipe or some type of, I don't know what to call it. It looks like the little dryer, the thing that's connected to the back of your dryer that's connected to the wall that the air and the lint goes through. It's like that. I said I need an extra one of these. I'm going to connect it to the vent so I can have it facing me and blowing on me. And he was trying to figure out a way to reroute everything so I can get more air into the cab. because they're not coming out of these vents like that vent back there. It was only coming out on the bottom under my bunk. He was like, let me pull it in and find out what I gotta do, how I can fix the situation. Come to find out, there's a flap in the vent that was closed and stuck, and that's why there's no air coming out of here. And that's why I was dying every day in the heat, because the flap was closed, and they thought I was crazy. I'm like, I'm fucking not crazy. I know people who have Kenworths, and their truck is cold as shit when they have the APU on, and my truck is hot. Something is wrong. It blows out fiercely out down here, but not through these holes. So they figured it out, and it worked. And now I gotta get used to the whole temperature stuff now, right? Because I usually just have it on full blast. And the APU turning on and off, and how to turn it on and off. I wish it would turn on automatically when I turn the truck off. It doesn't. It sucks. Because, say for example, we have to turn the truck off as soon as we stop, pop a brakes, turn the truck off, right? So, say for example, I stopped on the side of the road to read a message real quick. I have to turn my truck off, read the message, and then turn the truck on. It lasts about 2 minutes. It gets hot really fast in this truck. So instead of turning the truck off, instead of leaving the truck on, reading the message, and then driving off, usually it's something to where I don't even have to pop my brakes, just leave my foot on the brake, read the message, and then drive off. I'm just using the message as an example, just something quick. I have to pop my brakes, turn the truck off, come back here, turn on the air, and then go back to the front so I can read the message. We're not allowed to idle at all. Stupid. Right. I'm not going to confirm or deny that. I'm not telling nobody anything about who I work for. So, I mean, if you guys know who I work for, then keep it to yourself. If you suspect who I work for, keep it to yourself. But I'm not confirming or denying anything, because I'm not trying to get in trouble if I do something I'm not supposed to be doing. I learned my lesson one night. I want to just be able to talk freely on my channel without any repercussions from anybody other than YouTube, and I don't hardly get that anyway. So my battery's gonna die. So I have to use the bathroom. Damn it! Should have drank that tea. I don't want to get up. Damn. But yeah, getting used to the truck is a thing. Glad you're stupid for real. Funny. That was random. The trolls are here, y'all. Luckily, I'm getting off. So go ahead, troll all you want. Troll, troll, troll. You got like 60 seconds. Oh, you deleted it? Oh, Brandon deleted it. Thank you, Brandon. I'm glad you're stupid for real. That's funny as shit. It didn't even make sense. What up? Damn it. Girl, you late as fuck. I'm about to get out here. What up, Jonathan? Come on, y'all. How y'all coming on here all of a sudden? Now I'm about to leave. I've been on here an hour, 13 minutes. I didn't talk through everything. Leandria, I was talking about... Really? I was talking about that dude on Instagram. Boy, boy, boy. He used to watch my videos, I believe. Yeah. I'm not gonna refill the company. I gotta quit smoking. That's gonna be the hardest thing ever. So when I was smoking cigarettes before I started vaping, right? He only trolled when I post anything about Nipsey though. But before I stopped smoking cigarettes, I tried to use the patch. The patch worked, but it gives you some fucking fierce ass nightmares. You wake up in the middle of the night scared to go back to sleep because you think you're gonna die in your sleep. That's how terrible the patch was. If anybody has done the patch before, you know what I'm talking about. They call it vivid dreams. It's not motherfucking vivid dreams. It's I'm gonna kill you nightmares. That's what they are. I'm gonna kill you in your sleep nightmares, so keep your eyes open or you're gonna die nightmares. Fuck that. And I feel like I need the patch again if I'm gonna quit smoking vape because it has nicotine in it. I want to be a totally different person. This time next year, I want to be a totally different person. Not like different as in changing myself, but being different for the better, right? You know, being healthy, not smoking, not eating bad, watching my cholesterol and high blood pressure, low blood pressure, whatever blood pressure, watching my blood pressure. And I'm getting older and I want to make sure I'm healthy and I don't want to die of a heart attack or a stroke. And these commercials keep coming on my TV talking about high blood pressure. It scares me. Every time I get a headache, I think I have an aneurysm. So many people have died in my family from an aneurysm. It scares me. It boggles the fuck out of me how a whole entire side of your brain could be cut off or shot out and you live. You have a fucking aneurysm and you die. Like, the brain is called neuroplasticity, meaning the brain is placid. Forgot the word that they used, but it's always regenerating itself. The brain cells regenerate. If they die, new brain cells are made. You can kill your brain cells, but new brain cells overcompensate for those brain cells that died. So how come an aneurysm kills you? Yeah, I know I'm all over the place tonight, huh? These are things I be thinking about. Like, literally, if you could sit and talk to me all day, I'd probably talk about a million different subjects in one day. Like, I'd be all over the place. But yeah, I just want to start eating healthy and being healthy and changing my unhealthy habits, all of them, whether it be food, thoughts, lifestyle, everything. I want to be a totally different person. I'm grooming myself to be someone's wife. I literally study women that are married. Like, what are they like? How do they act? What type of character do they have? What type of lifestyle do they live? What do all these women have in common that I don't have? I can be reckless at the mouth. I can be insecure. I can be vain. I can be a lot of things that I don't believe these women, the successful marriages that I've seen, I don't think they have those characteristics. So I'm grooming myself to be a good woman, a good thing for my spouse. And I gotta start within, inside my body, what I'm putting in my body, what I'm giving out of my body, what I'm sharing with people. I'm working on myself. Oh damn, Leandria. I will always be myself, Jonathan. I'm just saying I can be better. I can be better. I don't want to smoke. I don't want to consume. I don't know what's in this damn nicotine, in this vape juice. I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I don't know what I'm eating sometimes, like the chemicals that they're using to cook the foods and stuff, but I don't want to know, right? I just want to get healthier. I want to eliminate those things. I am aggressive. I can be aggressive. I can be very submissive, but I can be very aggressive too. But no, I'm not trying to change for somebody to love me. I just feel like what I'm attracted to, I'm not that. And I need to become that in order to get what I want. I don't know how that came out, how y'all interpreted just that what I just said, but it made sense to me. You have to be what you want. Like they always say, you have to be the change you want. You have to be the change you want to see in the world. I have to be the woman that I want to marry. The spouse that I want, I guess. That makes sense. Reciprocation, right? I want a man that eats healthy. I've got to eat healthy. Or a woman. I want somebody that is mentally fit. I need to be mentally fit, which I am. I need someone. I want someone that's confident. I need to be confident. Someone that's not insecure. I need to not be insecure. Somebody that's responsible and knows how to handle different situations. I'm working on that. The situation I don't know how to handle right about now is dealing with haters. I feel like I always got to answer to them or explain myself. And a couple of people always tell me, "See you later, Brandon." I gotta charge my phone. Hold on. Wait a minute. I forgot I got a low battery notification. I don't know why I plugged it in right there, but see you later, Brandon. You be safe. But yeah, I want to be a better person for myself, for my children. What's up, Lee? Lil Narn? Oh, my back hurts. But, I don't know. I just want to be a better person. It's not bad to want to better yourself, right? So, I always get, people always tell me, I want to take you for a truck driver. I wouldn't have thought you would be a truck driver. And I never understood what people meant by that. Like, I understood what people meant by that, but I don't see it. Until I saw a woman the other day who she definitely doesn't look like she should be a truck driver. I get it now. I get what people be saying. I'm like, dang, she a truck driver? So I feel like women who drive trucks are aggressive women. She was aggressive. I want to be more girly. I want to be like borderline prissy, but not in a bad way. I want to learn how to be more girly. I used to be really girly. When I started school, college, I stopped being girly. I was just a student. But yeah, I gotta go. I'm getting a headache. That's letting me know that I'm tired. I don't feel it anymore. I don't feel how tired I am anymore. I just get a headache. Just lets me know, girl, get back to bed. But anywho, I'll check back in with y'all again. I don't know what the next video is gonna be about. Really, China? What do you look like? I think I overexert myself to the point where I can't take it anymore, and then I just crash. Alright. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I tried to stay out here a little bit longer for the newcomers, but I can't. I got a headache. I'm sorry I don't get on here too much. I don't really even have nothing to talk about. And when I say that, it's like I don't even have a title for the video. Like, what do I say? What am I going to put for the title? I think the last 3 titles almost have been the same. The last 3 videos that I've done. What do I put as a title? I don't want it to be clickbait, because I got some clickbait for that ass, but what do I say? I don't have anything to talk about. I'll just get on here and talk. That'd be my next title. Just getting on here to talk about nothing at all. That'll be my title. Alright, well, right, that's it. I'll talk to y'all again. Maybe tomorrow, actually, because I have nothing to do all day. From now until tomorrow, like 1 a.m. I have nothing. That's like 12 hours from now. 24 hours. In 24 hours, I'll be driving again. That's why I need them to let me take all this load so I can get on another load, because I am not trying to sit for 24 hours. The fuck? Ideally, what I would do is I would drive there and sit at the shipper or the consignee or the customer until it's time to unload. Maybe they're not even open on the weekends, so I have to sit on it anyway, because the next driver will sit on it anyway. Anywho, I'll talk to y'all later. I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll probably get on here tomorrow. Maybe not. We'll see. Okay. Talk to y'all later. Bye.